Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a message for the collective for all signs for August 12th, 2020. This is a message for all signs, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Just a reminder that I have all the decks that I'm using listed down below in order of appearance, along with different ways that you can support this channel if you so choose to do so. Let's go ahead and invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for August 12th, 2020. The Fool. I love it. Eight of Cups. Wow, you guys, starting a new journey, walking away from someone or something. Five of Wands isn't easy, but you guys are up for it. Seven of Wands. You're exhausted. You just can't do it anymore. But the Seven of Wands in reverse takes us to that Six of Wands, which is your victory. Overall message, 10 of Wands in reverse. This is fire energy. In particular, it's Sagittarius, but it can represent Aries or Leo. The 10 of Wands, you guys, this is a very, very clear message here. You guys are releasing burdens. You guys are walking away from someone or something that just doesn't serve you anymore. And that's going to be different for each and every one of you. Some of you, it's going to be a relationship. For others, it's going to be a job. For others of you, it's going to be a way of thinking or a way of doing things that's just sort of built up over time. And you're releasing all of this sort of this angst, these burdens, this heaviness, and you're becoming weightless, like this Fool. The Fool is absolutely starting a new journey. I love this because you guys, for many of you, this is a long time coming. Eight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. You're walking away. You're walking towards your Nine of Cups. Maybe you don't even know what that is, but you are definitely willing and ready to find out what it is that makes you happy. You're no longer focused on what you don't want, okay? Because that's already come and gone. Now you're focused on the great unknown, or you're focused on what you do want, because you've stepped into your power here. Five of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. This is struggle. This is fight. This is evolution. This is maybe things aren't going to be as neat and tidy and orderly and comfortable as you're accustomed to, but it doesn't matter. You're willing to try because you want to evolve. You want to grow. You know that you can't be stagnant. You can't stay. You can't maintain the status quo. Seven of Wands. This is more fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Seven of Wands energy is about protecting your heart. It's about rising above. It's about fighting. The Seven of Wands in reverse, though, tells me that there is a sense of wanting to give up, that this might have been pervasive along this journey. But I feel like this is something you've overcome. And when I have the Seven of Wands in reverse, again, this is fighting, this is bickering, this is arguing. Maybe the situation that you were in, you're sort of sick of the petty BS. You're sick of not being happy. You're sick of never quite feeling fulfilled. You're sick of settling. And you're sick of settling for sort of a toxicity and energy that just sort of keeps you out of balance. And that's why some people may see this as you giving up, turning your back and walking away, whether this is a job or whether this is a person or whether this is maybe it's it can even be diet and exercise, something that you're doing that's just draining you. But we know that this is different. This isn't you giving up. This is you making a choice to bring more beauty into your life. Not everything has to be a struggle, and so many of us are raised in traditions and cultures and societies that say in order to get something, in order for something to be worth it, there has to be blood, there has to be sweat, there has to be tears. It has to have been difficult for it to to be of value. And Spirit's saying that's not true. Not everything has to be difficult. And I see you guys making that choice, believing that you deserve good things and for good things to come easily to you. And that's making a choice to walk away from this struggle, this strife, because I see that you have put blood, sweat, and tears into this situation, but you've come into this enlightenment, this understanding that that can only pervade, that can only go on for so long. And there's a very fine line between being stubborn and being determined. And you've made a choice, and I think you've chosen you. And I love it, and I'm proud of you. Let's go ahead and see what additional messages come out for the collective. This isn't easy, you guys. This is a completion of a cycle, a relationship, a way of being. Something that some of you guys are making an actual move. For others of you, it's a figurative. It's a moving away from a group of people, a situation. And for some of us, it's coming into realizing that we were being very dogmatic about something. And there's this doesn't work for me moment. And what a powerful moment that is, believe me. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. I feel like this is something you've been thinking about for quite some time. This isn't a snap decision. There has been a recent awakening, aha moment where it was like a tipping point for you. But you know that you can do whatever it is, even if it seems really difficult, even if it's a huge departure from what you normally done or what you've always done in the past. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So being thankful for each and every person and situation that has gotten you to this point. What I'm seeing here with this purple and with this green is this heart healing. There's a lot of healing that takes place. Some of you have been doing the healing work, and that's what's giving you the strength to say no to whatever this is that you're walking away from. That it doesn't resonate with you, that it's no longer healthy for you, whether that's physically healthy, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. It doesn't resonate. It doesn't work for you. And you're no longer willing to be in a situation like that. But you're also grateful for the people and the things and for the good and the bad experiences, because now you're able to transmute anything negative into wisdom. Wisdom and healing for you, and then ultimately for others as well. And then we get acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Yeah, and I feel like some of you are stepping into your authentic selves and coming into this clarity of what you really need and what you want. And some of you are walking away from a person or a situation that previously you were trying to change yourselves for. But you are accepting yourself. And I think some of you are also saying, you know, this doesn't work for me. I accept that. I'm no longer going to keep bashing my head against this brick wall because it's just not the right fit. Bottom of the deck, you get growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And we see that. We see that with the Fool. And we see that with the Eight of Cups. This is your growth, your expansion, your healing. This purple energy is this healing energy. For those of you who work with crystals, I'm really picking up on the need for using amethyst, okay? Because I also see here the flower of life. And so some of you it might be very helpful for you to do a crystal grid here, using amethyst, doing some heart healing, but also it's about using and trusting your intuition and opening yourself up to the divine, because this is a divinely guided journey. This is your growth and your evolution. Additional messages for the collective. Drum, dream, and journey. Wow, some of you guys are doing shamanic journeying. You might be going to the upper worlds, you might be going to the lower worlds, but I really do feel like, you know, this is middle world stuff. This is about a change that you're making in your everyday. Some of you guys are walking to the beat of your own drum because you realize there's absolutely no other way to be. Some of you guys are becoming shamans, healers, high priests, and high priestesses yourselves. And despite what anybody's been saying to you, no matter the experiences that you've had, you are willing to persevere. Because this is something ancient. When you guys hear a drum, and if you have the chance to do a shamanic journey or to meditate with drumming, this evokes a visceral response in humans. This is something that has been passed down to us lifetime after lifetime, listening to our heartbeat, because the drum becomes your heartbeat. It is part of you. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Wow, some of you guys, now you can play with time here, but some of you guys are walking away from either a situation, a very prosperous situation. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, but some of you guys are realizing that your thinking was very, very 3D. And I feel like some of you guys are either going to live off the grid. Some of you guys are just solely focused on your spiritual journey. Wow. For others of you guys, this is literal, actual travel to different lands. For some of you, spirituality is now your business. But you're also realizing that you were in a situation, whatever you're walking away from, there wasn't an equal exchange. That you no longer held the same vision as the company or the person or your previous self to continue on the path together. So something here had to change, and this is going to create abundance. Wow, you guys. But, you know, I'm not surprised because I know that you guys are such a powerful collective. And I thank you for that, because remember, the work that you are doing, it also affects me. Final message for the collective. Completion. Oh, number 9, the completion of a cycle. Whoa. And I want you guys to take a look here. And at the bottom of the deck, you get Luminous Warrior, 32, breaking down to a 5, change, instant manifestation. You guys being my spiritual warriors out there. I really want you to pay attention, though, to something interesting that's going on here with the symmetry, or not even symmetry, with the geometry, the shapes. We have this flower of life, these sort of circles. And then with perseverance, we have circles. We get the drum, we get circle. We get completion, the snake, the Ouroboros, eating itself. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But I also see all 4 directions. And we also see that with this drum. You guys, some of you guys are doing lots of work with shamanic journeying and drumming. But a lot of you are also coming into the wisdom, the knowledge of what direction your life is going to take from here on out. And you've thought it, you've decided it. Remember, it can be done. It is already done. Wow. Wow. I just, I see the World card here. Serpent energy is also quite tricky. It's moral, it's ethical. But 9s are the completion of the cycle, and there you have the 10 of Wands in reverse, taking us back to the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands, remember, is the Wounded Warrior card, and I'm sure that's why the Luminous Warrior. You guys, this is something you have been fighting for, and it may be just an internal struggle. It may be against, expectations of a person, of your family, friends, society, your cultural beliefs. But you guys are persevering. The essence of this card, all things have a beginning, a middle, and an end. This is the nature of life, the seed, the flower, and the fruit. This is the flower of life, that sacred geometry, that crystal grid that we work with, for those of us who do crystal healing. And of all human relationships, completion suggests the fullness of the moment and the need to transform an old form into a new one. I'm just shrugging my shoulders like, yes, of course, right? You have finished a cycle and there's no more growth or benefit from hanging on to the old. In regard to relationships, it's time to honor what has been and find a new form for the future. In your ventures, it is time to reap your harvest. Completion is a time for celebration. It is the end of summer when the fruit is ripe. Absolutely. I'm going to leave you guys with that message. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you guys, you know that I love you and I thank you and I'm honored to be on this journey with you, each and every one of you. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.